So we've managed to coordinate a team for the zombie strike event. Using the Discord, I hooked up with FaceFull and we loaded into this event together. I normally play this with just bots, so it's nice to have another person on my team. When I play the zombie strike event, I start with a Rivonix and my aim is to survive with a Rivonix to the end of the entire match. If you've watched any of my other zombie strike videos, you'll know I have areas for both maps where I like to fight my way towards and defend. So we're on zombie map 2, so there's a corner that is elevated on a platform and surrounded by pink water, which I'm heading towards right at the moment. We've fought our way here, so now we just stand in the corner, knowing we only have to defend from 2 directions, and we've got FaceFull standing with us using the Ghoul Grinder, which has a healing ability when it does the melee damage, which is really good for zombie events. So now that I'm in a safe position, I switched to manual fire mode. On my Rivonix video yesterday, I mentioned that I sometimes use auto fire mode in some of the events, including Zombie Strike. I use this because when I'm in manual fire mode, I find it quite hard to both fire and aim properly. This normally isn't a big deal because you're just fighting against human opponents, but when you're fighting swarms of zombies where they're coming at you from all sides and they've all got a brain saw, which means that they're going to do heavy melee damage as soon as they make contact with you. And you're also traversing a maze with a lot of environmental hazards where you can easily fall into the water and die. You need to be very precise in your movements while also firing as soon as you've got any zombies in your line of sight. So I use the auto fire mode for finding my way to a safe space, and then once I'm in a position where I feel like I can just lay down some heavy damage without having to move around too much, I switch to the manual fire mode, and that enables me to do additional damage that I otherwise wouldn't be doing. If you as a player struggle in zombie strike or zombie party mode and you're not that confident, I'd suggest keeping auto fire on at all times, because honestly when you're dealing with zombies coming from all sides of you, you really just need it firing, and you need it firing accurately. So we picked up 17 victory bonus points in the last match, which is really good. It just shows you what you can do when you're working with multiple people. That score goes up the more waves that you defeat within the 2 minutes. Normally if you play in zombie mode and you've just got bots on your side, what you're really trying to do is play to survive, and until you're in a survival position you're not really going for extra points. But when there's 2 of you, or even better 3 of you, then really what you want to be doing is going for as many waves as you can so that you complete the event in a quicker amount of matches. I need to be aware of FaceFull's position. We don't have the bonus of the minimap. I can see him in front of me, which is really good, so that I know that we can work together. But if one of your teammates gets taken out and they end up on different sides of the battlefield, you want to try and provide supporting fire towards them so that they can try and survive and make it back towards you. The Rivonix allows you to do that from a significant distance away, because its ricocheting ability means that if you hit something nearby, it will automatically find its target, whereas if you were using a long range, very accurate blaster, you'd still need direct line of sight in order to make that contact. You don't need that with a Rivonix, which is really helpful. So I'm moving about a bit now, just trying to provide some supporting fire, because I'm aware that FaceFull is on the other side of the map and I don't want FaceFull to run out of lives. So I'm trying hard to fight my way towards them so that I can use the stun ability from the Rivonix to help them survive the waves of zombies. Once a zombie's hit angry status, it's a lot harder to defend against waves of them, especially when they're coming from multiple angles. So I fought my way towards FaceFull there, but unfortunately FaceFull got taken out when I got there. He spawned back in and then I died immediately, so now I've come back in with the Ultra Select. So we're just going to try and have to fight together to avoid waves and waves and waves of these things coming in. I've got the healing bar, but honestly, if it wasn't for the timer, we would have struggled there, but we got a very respectable 22. Zombie map 2 again, and my survival corner is just to my left, so all I need to do is spawn in, make sure we take out these zombies in front of us, and then make our way towards the left, and here we are on the platform. I'm going to quickly scan around to see if I can find FaceFull, who's over there, making his way towards the survival corner as well. FaceFull obviously knows what's up, so we just need to hold up here together. Melee and healing ability on FaceFull's dual grinder means that is ideally suited for playing up front if he needs to. Me with the Rivonics with that kind of ricocheting and healing ability means I've got the perfect support firing role. What I really want to be doing is trying to stun the zombies, so that FaceFull has always got the opportunity to use the melee ability to heal if need be. So as you can see, because I'm in a safe position, I've already switched to manual fire mode, and it's just enabling me to just pump out the discs, and some of them will find the target, most of them won't, but it doesn't matter as long as we're being effective in our support firing role. It's kind of like being a machine gunner in a nest in an old World War II map or something like that. You're just sitting back and just laying down as much heavy fire as you can, knowing that your presence there is just disrupting everything the enemy's trying to do. FaceFull hasn't moved in a few seconds and appears to have maybe lagged out or something like that. I know through communicating through Discord that there were some connection issues through these games, so at the moment I'm just trying to defend his avatar so that if he has lagged out, when we finish the game he gets the full rewards. There's only about 15 seconds to go, so all I need to do is keep laying down this heavy fire, protecting FaceFull's avatar. Because we're in the survival corner together, I don't need to worry about multiple angles. I can just fire in a couple of directions and easily let that timer run down and get another victory. And we pick up 23 victory points, that's not bad. We've loaded into zombie map 1 now, so we just need to find the gate where there's water in the corner, so it's just over here to my left. Basically no zombies will spawn beyond the gate to my right, so I can stand here knowing that I only have to defend basically what's in front of me. There is some access to the left, but the zombies don't spawn there. If they spawn to the left, they spawn on the bridge, so they tend to run down the stairs. So really you only have to defend to the right and immediately in front of you. You saw me switch on manual fire mode, and that enables me to just lay down additional fire. Because I use this map so often, I know where the spawn points are, so I know where I need to aim for roughly in order to still get hits in, even if I've not got the direct line of sights on the zombies. The only thing that's different is because my teammates are still alive, which is unusual at this point in Zombie Strike. The zombies will kind of move differently than they would if they were all just focusing on me. And I get taken out from the side there, didn't manage to hit the shield in time, but it doesn't matter, we've got 2 Great Blasters, so I'm loading in now with my Ultra 1. Unfortunately, get a bit disorientated and taken out, so now we've got the Ultra Select. Just fight our way back to that corner, and all we need to do is defend those 2 lines that I talked about earlier. So that should be fairly easy to do. We've got a really high rate of fire, we've got high accuracy, and we've also got the healing bar just in case we take some damage. FaceFull's on the outside of this barrier, but he's also got his back to the corner of it, so FaceFull's also only having to defend 2 directions really. I have been trying to provide as much supporting fire as I can to FaceFull. That's partly why I got taken out, because I was facing away from one of the directions I could have been attacked from, but that's teamwork for you. So we're both together now. The time is only down to 10 seconds and we'll very easily defend the position that we're in. So again, really good game, and move on to the next. Straight back into Zombie Map 2. So ordinarily slightly worse of the 2 maps, but actually when you've got teammates with you, it's probably a bit better. Defending this corner with 2 people is fantastic. You've just got such good choke points, and because of the spawn points of the zombies, you can take a lot of them out very quickly, which enables you to get through more waves quicker. If you're on Zombie Map 1 with 2 people, that's not necessarily doable, but you do get through more waves on your own. Both FaceFull and the surviving bot are on the opposite side of the map, so that's splitting up where the zombies are moving. So I'm just using that manual fire mode to just kind of spam shots as basically towards points where I can ricochet off, so that I can just get hits even though I'm nowhere near any of the action. That'll just support both of those and also help us to get through these waves quicker. And as you can see, we're already on 34 killed and the zombies are angry. Because I'm away from FaceFull, I decided to push out of this corner a little bit and just try and provide a little bit more additional support in fire, because once the zombies are in this mode it can be quite hard to survive. So we're managing to group up and just take these out. Unfortunately, we have to just be aware of zombies coming in from various different angles. It's not the same as when you're in the corner. You do have to be more on your toes, but both of us working together using that Rivonix is just taking these zombies out, so we're doing okay. So now defending these stairs, I'm holding the right hand side of the stairs, FaceFull's holding the left hand side of the stairs. We both got the Rivonix doing that, so between us, as long as we're taking care of our side and making sure that the threats are properly eliminated, we shouldn't get taken out at all. Every time I get to the point where I've taken all my zombies out, because there's less on my side, I was just jumping over and just providing a little bit of supporting fire to FaceFull. We picked up plus 24 victory points in the last match, again really respectful, so we're going to try and beat that if we can. I spawned into my survival corner on zombie map 1, which is great, so it meant I could automatically turn over to manual fire mode, and now I can just maximise the amount of damage I do for this game. So all I'm going to be doing is focusing fire on killing. I don't really need to worry about survival at all. I know I've got my two directions I need to defend from. I've got both FaceFull and the bot still running around at the moment, and I've got that shield if I need it. I just need to make sure I hit it in time should I get attacked. So we have this fight completely under control. But if you see FaceFull forward just behind the other set of stairs on the other side of the battlefield, you see FaceFull isn't moving at all. FaceFull lagged out. FaceFull was still in the game and surviving, but wasn't actually able to do anything. I wasn't aware of this. I just thought FaceFull had been backed into a corner and had found somewhere that they could defend. So I decided to lay as much covering fire down as I could in order to try and defend FaceFull. I know FaceFull has got the Ghoul Grinder, which has the melee strike and the healing ability simultaneously. So I figured as long as I was providing enough support, FaceFull would survive. FaceFull did survive the match, but wasn't doing anything, unfortunately. They were just kind of stuck where the water was. I wasn't to know that. I was just trying to help my teammate out. And because of FaceFull's position, he's automatically drawing nearly every zombie that spawns directly towards him, which means I don't need to worry about defending myself as much. I can just lay down heavy concentrated fire. Normally, if no one else is on the battlefield, they're all rushing me, but because they're all rushing FaceFull, and I've got the Rivonix, I just need to fire in that general direction, and I'm just ripping the zombies to pieces. And as you can see, a nice, respectable 26.